Reindeer Rebellion is on repeat for me these days. It's such a holiday future classic. Where did the concept come from?
Well, thank you so much, first of all. I really appreciate that. Yeah, the idea for Reindeer Rebellion just kind of came from me wanting to write another Christmas song. The first song I ever released was a Christmas song back in 2019. And a lot of my friends and family were kind of pressuring me to write another Christmas song because they really liked the first one. So I was like, okay, fine, fine. I'm just kidding. I totally love listening to Christmas music, so it was just natural. And I knew that I didn't really want to write something that sounded like every other Christmas song. I didn't want it to be about love or anything, and I wanted to kind of put a twist to it. So I came up with this idea of having a rebellion where these nine feisty reindeer band together to bring back joy to the holiday season and kind of rebel against those who lack holiday spirit. So that's where the idea came from.
I'm curious about the rap too. That begins things. I think it sets the mood for everything. Did you originally have that in mind, or did you work with someone to sort of flesh that out?
Yeah, so this was actually my first co-write, which I released, which was super exciting. So I did a co-write out in Nashville with Nash Overstreet and Shane Stevens, which was super fun. They're literally the best. So we were like in Nashville in July or August or something, literally like sweating so hard because you have to have the air conditioning off when you're recording while trying to write this Christmas song in the holiday spirit. Um, and yeah, I came up with the idea of the rebellion, and I guess doing a rap section just kind of felt very natural for that and very rebellious because Christmas songs are usually like very jingle belly and positive, I guess. So it just kind of came naturally, yeah.
The video, I think, is super cool as well. I love the dancing to it. Was that choreo all yours?
So yeah, the choreography actually came from not from me, but from Michael McCrary, and he was really incredible. He like put the choreography together very last minute, which was super fun in time for the Christmas season. And this was actually the first song where I was dancing to it with like an actual choreography bit. So it was super exciting.
I think the whole video is super fun. Is there a particular part that's your favorite
Of like the song itself or the music video.
of the video? I think I like the parts where you're by yourself and you're like pushing the dudes away, like trying to get away these dudes.
Yeah, that was super silly. I kept on laughing during the takes for those. So we had to like do those a couple of times, especially since the two guys on the sides kept on making like funny faces. So yeah, that part was really fun. Another really silly bit to film was like the very opening sequence where I'm rising on this like elevator shaft thing or whatever. The whole concept for that was for me to be completely like straight faced. And it's just so silly because you have all these people around you staring at you while you're like rising in these very like colorful outfits. I don't know, it was just so silly, so I couldn't stop laughing for that either.
What kind of fan response have you been receiving to this? Is it on repeat for them the way it is for me?
Oh my god, that's so nice. Yeah, no, fans really seem to be loving it, which is very encouraging. So I'm getting a lot of, DMs and comments and stuff on Instagram and TikTok, all the social medias, just saying how people really kind of love the twist to the holiday song.
I'm expecting lots of TikToks where people are recreating the choreo or either, putting their own spin on it because I guess the other favorite part of mine is when you guys are the reindeer and you're like popping up individually as well. I think those are so cute moments as well.
That was a super silly concept actually created by my mom. She thought it would be a fun idea for us to all be like dressed as reindeer. And then I actually came up with the idea of it being in a onesie because I thought actual reindeer would be like too literal. But the onesie idea ended up being very fun. So I'm hoping that that'll inspire some other people to get in their reindeer onesies and do the little TikTok dance that we've created.
There you go. I mean, I think it'll catch on very quickly. This song, as I said, is very catchy and super creative. I'm curious, is this maybe the start of annual Christmas songs for you?
Oh, like a Christmas album or EP or something?
That'd
Hmm.
be cool.
Who knows? Honestly, I'm not sure yet. Well, I'll let you know if that ends up being in the works. But as of now, it's just this one and then a bunch of other singles, not Christmas related, unfortunately, but a lot of singles coming up for the coming year.
What is next for the coming year? You mentioned a couple some singles. Are you working on maybe some live performances as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I have just so many songs that I've written recently and just kind of have ready in the bag to release. I'm just kind of trying to figure out the whole schedule for that. But yeah, so many singles. And then over the summer, I'm trying to plan like a little summer tour to perform different places so I can like meet my fans in person, which would be really nice. So yeah.
Any collaborations in the work by chance?
Um, not no, not exactly, but I'm definitely looking to do more collaborations, especially since this co-write for Reindeer Rebellion was just like so much fun, and I had never really done that before. So I'm definitely a lot more open to that now.
I think maybe you should try to get Nash to, twist his arm to see if he'll come live perform it with you.
Oh my God, no, he's so incredible. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Who would you love then as a dream collaboration to work with? Someone you would love to share the stage with?
Oh, this is a bit of a long shot at this point, but I've always been like the absolute biggest fan of Phineas because he's like an incredible producer and obviously incredible songwriter and performer. Um, so that would be like dream collaboration. I'm absolutely in love with Phineas. He's incredible.
What would you like to say then to people who are fans and supporters of the beautiful music you keep putting out?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I'm really glad that so many people are connecting with my music. I just kind of write from experience and I write about what happens in my life. I treat songwriting kind of just as a diary and a way of expressing myself. And it's always something that's just kind of come naturally. So the fact that people connect with what I'm writing about kind of makes the whole world feel smaller and very connected, which is a really nice feeling.
Well, my only other question is, with Reindeer Rebellion out now, what are some of your holiday traditions?
Oh, we have a couple. I feel like my family is very big on fun traditions for the holidays. So I guess one thing that comes to mind is unfortunately this hasn't happened in the past few years because it hasn't been snowing as much. But when I was younger and I was in School of Rock on Broadway and living in New York City, a bunch of us would get together and go sledding every time it snowed around the holiday seasons. And that was kind of like a core memory in Central Park, watching out for all the trees and everything. Um, so that's one from a little while back. And then I guess another thing that we do every year is we make a bûche de Noël. Do you know what that is? It's like this super
Little,
yummy chocolate log cake. Oh, so good. And then just the whole family comes together for dinner and stuff. We decorate the tree. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.